By the way, I'm live, so you don't have to be quiet, but, you know. Yeah. So, they're mainly glued down. Woot. Hello, moon doggy. I think I'm gonna do one more layer on these brows because they're a little. Oh! What up, Decline? I was like, I don't know who the fuck you are. That makes more sense. That makes way more sense. So, I normally do 3 layers on the brows, depending on how they cover on the daily. Sometimes I'll do more. Maybe one day I can get away with 2. Another secret fan. Yes, exactly. So today I'm doing another one of those things where I like take away one of my eyes, fortify coats. Do you have like regular bushy like brows? Like mine are super thin. They always have them. I can't believe how easy it was to take hundreds of dollars on the car insurance. Can't relate. Mine are only on fleek when I fill them in. It's fine. He plays football. I love being able to see. It's great. My dog's chilling on the couch, like watching me chewing her rawhide because she's silly. How do I want to start this? Thanks. I know, my dog's dirty. Why am I looking around? My paint's over here. So, I'm doing this song by Lovely the Band called Broken. Done before, like really long ago on my Insta. And that's like my aesthetic, is like a porcelain clown doll. So I'm gonna do the thing where I like remove one eye and replace it with cracks and a big broken piece. Because that's how I find out what I'm doing for my drag. I pick a song, and then I find a look, and I just fucking do it. I find a look, I think of one. Thank you, yes. Kind of like how it was like all the small things. Wouldn't it be funny if a big ogre, was singing all the small things, or an orc, actually? That was the thought process for that one. Wouldn't it be ironic if a big guy was singing about all the small things? I originally intended to like have tiny props that I pull out of my pockets to be like, all the small things, but that didn't work. We did not have the time. Cosplay as Shrek. Oh, fuck. New body paint idea. I should be Fiona. Thanks, Mom. I definitely should. I'll do Fiona. Maybe I can do a half and half body paint. I'll do one side as Fiona and the other side as Shrek. Just do all Fiona. Mom's like, no, fuck her creativity. That's so funny. Is because it's been slowly dropping over time. Because last year's was 100% normal. Right. So he's kind of compensated for it. Fiona is a thick legend. She is. We have that in common. Right. The only thing that I noticed is that sometimes he wakes up in the morning, he only stays up for a couple hours. And he used to be more energetic in the mornings. Like he used to play more. He eats, he doesn't do things, but he goes back to sleep. Maybe he is showing a little bit of good signs. Yeah. Okay. I wish I could tell you he has a year, and there's 2 years, but it's nothing. But I wish I could tell you that specific. I can't. We're gonna start him on some medications today because I want to start getting that glucose back up into the normal range. Okay. And unfortunately, be on that medication for the rest of his life. Right. Rest of brother is perfect. So I'm really glad you wanted to.
So this is Look With Me, where I just literally slap stuff on my face. I don't really like to talk about it. I don't really have a lot to say, other than like, I hope this looks like a fucking broken piece.
So that means that he's never had to feel sick, and he's just been his happy self the entire time. And now he can just maintain him as happy as he is. Sort of unexpected. Also, because he's 5 years old, probably it's also unexpected. I'm sure he'll be okay if, you know, could be.
It's just so nice to see him with me.
I'm so sorry
You have me on like Facebook and stuff though, don't you? I go live on Facebook occasionally, and Insta too. True. I honestly, like, my trick with a brush is the fact that this one is old as fuck. It's just a regular, like, they give it to you when you buy a Wolf, like, it's not the sample palette, but it's like their starter kit. So if you buy the basic colors Wolf kit, it comes with this brush, and, or like any of their like little, these ones, if you, yeah, that one, it's old as fuck, and it's like fraying. So if I can get the tip pointy, it has the smallest of lines. But if it starts to fray like it's doing now, I can use it on purpose to make like different multiple lines or different shadows. So you literally just have to know what brushes you're working with is like the whole thing, which is so weird to me because I see people like, I used to watch Alaska's old tutorials and be like, I've seen that brush. And she talks about it. She's like, yeah, this is a brush from the dollar store, but her mug looks so good. Like, you just have to know what brushes you're using. It's so dumb. Oh my god. So dumb.
More comfortable in a bigger space, or to move around to lay her eggs. So we gave her a box full of sandy dirt. So hopefully by the end of the day she'll lay her eggs. Usually it takes a little while, a couple hours or so. So we'll check on her periodically and see how she's doing. I'm trying to build up this journey to give her more of a sense of security, so she will be induced to lay her eggs.
Yeah, that's gonna be cute. And so this is like, I'm not gonna worry about painting in the black right now because that's a lot, and it's probably gonna smudge when I go to do like the rest of my base. So this is me mapping it out now, and then I'll go in and do like the base and beauty and contour on this side, and then go back in and like, once I have the contour and everything on this side, I'll go back in and I'll like extend the broken lines, and I'll use the brush for like shadows so it gives it depth and make it look fucked up. If you want to know how I learned about body paint, I started by watching me look. She's a great person on YouTube. She's the one who, like, I just watched her and was like, I can do that. And I just was like, I'm going to slap it on my face and try. And that's all I did. Fun facts that you learn while hanging with the oblats. So that was Wolf paints. I mainly use Wolf unless I have one of these tiny containers pulled out. These are Ben Nye. Do it. Please stalk her. She's so fucking good. Oh my god. I haven't watched her like within my recent months of drag, honestly. Mostly because I just fell off YouTube for a while. I got Netflix and was like, what's YouTube? But she's good, and who's the other one? A lot of people watch Glam and Gore. I recently subscribed to her within the last year. I pretty much avoided her for a long time because I thought Mikey was going to be an annoying person based on her thumbnails. I honestly judged her on her thumbnails, and then I watched it and I was like, oh, she reminds me a lot of my friend Missy, which I think makes her more endearing for me. But anyway. Ooh, that came off, which means this bar is probably getting stripped. So, remove the lip piercing and put it aside for safekeeping with your nose piercing. Great. It's Mayron, I think I said that earlier, which was the rant about all this. Because when you want to create an entirely new feeling, the difference between excellence and mastery is all the difference in that. Introduce the new Lexus every talent, every innovation, every feeling, a product of mastery. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. You good? Fuck yeah, Warcraft. Oh my god.
That was so funny. What's wrong, Billy?
Ooh.
My doctor said I have Skittles problems.
Are they contagious?
I don't think so.
Attract the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
We have tap runners from all across the country. Let's start with something from Colorado. This contains that is well within what standard limits.
So like, I always hate when people compare me to like Trixie or
Pure. Certified to
kimchi, but I can't hate it because that's half of the people who like taught me about big makeup was me watching Trixie and Kimchi's tutorials. Fun fucking thing. And so like I honestly can't be like, I hate when they compare me to rude girls, like especially not Kimchi or Trixie. Like, thank you, yes I do pay big. Uh-huh.
Who else wants a
Oh yeah.
I don't like to keep my makeup pretty like
Yeah.
I hope to start reaching.
Jerry's the best.
Mm.
Was on Thursday Night Football.
So for guys that are she's been there 3 or 4
Very
times.
well, Dallas versus Simmers game half.
Okay.
And that was on the 50 surgery
Radio Thursday Night Football.
Hey, I think your liver's problem and your blood pressure through the liver is tracking up and then it starts like really? He goes, yeah, you gotta stretch yourself. The liver
Performing exploratory stomach surgery on the young of the pot-bellied pig.
and he goes, yeah, it's a heart thing on the liver and the blood is not going through. So they're gonna take her in an outpatient, they put a catheter thing down her neck into the liver to like open it up and restore the blood flow so that that's not gonna cause her pulmonary one.
Well,
Like,
congrats
wow,
to
how
Aunt
many times
Karen.
has it taken
Yeah.
for this guy, you know, somebody to figure out some corner?
Well, congrats. I don't know why he has to be labeled like that, but
Well, I just mean that, you know, I mean, all the people that were there just keep dismissing it as this is a botched surgery and that's why it keeps happening.
interesting.
The wall is no longer there and it's frail tissue.
Yeah.
So it's just squared up, but worse than really coming though, since nobody ever stopped to think, unless they did like I did and just thought it was new.
Ow, Bella.
New veins that were growing and then
Yeah,
they, you know,
Burst. Weird. That's weird. That's really weird. Well, now YouTube knows some about my aunt. That's cool. I just hope that Karen's okay with some folks knowing. Not that I'm ever gonna get like famous, but you know. I do contour with Wolf. Like when I did my the one that you recreated, actually, a fun fact, that's the one I'm talking about. When I did that, I highlight with it. I don't contour with it. I always contour with powders, except like if I'm doing like that one, I always have, I just cleaned it. I lay on my layers of sponge, and then I like set it with eyeshadow powders, and then use darker eyeshadow powders to contour, and then to clean up those contour lines, much like you'll see me do later with the Mayron, I clean it up with the Wolf and I highlight with the Wolf. So it's basically putting back my base on like I would with this. I forgot a part of my contour because I'm an idiot. But
The owner of the pot-bellied pig seems to be in better
how
spirits
we
as well.
do? Can you tell I heard the Cha-Cha Slide about wedding yesterday?
She's on some very complicated dynamics. So we make progress, but I don't consider her on the boards yet.
So now, with our freshly washed beauty blender, I always party. blend my lights into my darks. Some people do it the other way, but I feel like that's really weird. That's how Jabari was taught, or Fearless. I'm sorry, that's how Fearless was taught. Or those would really make a lot of sense to me, but it's okay. Mostly because I'm trying to like to dilute my contour, which is probably what other people aren't doing. So that's okay.
BJ's doing well. I'll probably give her another oxytocin tonight before we leave and let her just be by herself for the evening. And hopefully during the night she's passed 4 eggs. If she doesn't pass these eggs, I may have to.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been told I'm copying, but it's definitely always like, oh, you look like this girl. I'm like, yeah, okay, work. No. First fatal mistake. I didn't set the wolf black and used a wet. Fucking weed. That's fine. I'll fix that.
Yeah, Sassy is also getting laser therapy to help with his recovery.
The laser helps with inflammation and helps speed up the process of healing. We're lasering his wound here so that way it helps with swelling. We're almost done, big guy. There you go, buddy.
Dr. Thielen is getting ready to see her next patient, a bunny named Carlo.
Our bunny's name is Paulo, and we brought him in because his little gonads are a little bigger than they should be, so we believe there might be a problem.
Bunny balls, yeah. Bunny balls.
Oh my gosh, I could just love the bunny. I can't believe you just let it look like that. It's so awesome. I said to him if I had a hard day, school or something, that listen, if you come upside down, he doesn't joke like a bunny drama. That's what I know. We call it stuff, so he just let us do it. Okay, I'm gonna pick him up and feel his belly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely very, very large compared to the other one. I have a suspicion it's cancer, but I feel like at this point, it doesn't really matter what it is. It's big, it's probably going to keep getting bigger, and it just needs to come off. That one's actually starting to get. Oh, I didn't notice that. Yeah, that one's less than 2 days. They used to be like raisins. I don't know if I would say that the testicles just throbbing in pain, but I'm sure just being irritated around the walls is very important.
You know what's cool about the fact that you're the only one in the chat, and the fact that I'm in a legal state is that I can do a dab on camera. Wow. Because I don't give a
Carlo will undergo surgery unless his blood work shows
Party.
something of
Hell yeah.
concern.
Can you stop choking on your frickin' rawhide, please? I don't need you dying from a rawhide, thanks. How ass yells at her dogs like humans. What else is wrong?
And I got her red one. She only spoke Spanish, so I was like, okay, I know it's either Conejo or Cajone. And I had a bit different things. I know what the words are. So I was like, Cajone. And she has a little Spanish sister. You get another one, I'm like, oh, that's the wrong one.
In the back of the clinic, everyone's still on turtle watch to see if PJ will lay all the
Alright,
eggs.
so.
Hey, Dave, can we get a rain crab from BJ? I just want to make sure all the eggs are cooked completely out. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay. Please.
I'll do the other again. We got another one? Okay, good job. Let's go x-ray and see how many more we got. If you pass the ball by now. Hopefully. Too many more. There's no one more back there. Stay with it. Right, so you have to stay still for a minute, okay?
Alright.
Stay there.
I think that's okay.
PJ has laid 11 of her 12 eggs. Just one more to go for BJ to avoid surgery.
Well, that was easy. But yeah, I didn't want this easy one. That was easy.
Oh, we love when a look comes together. Alright. And then I always go back because it's been blended out, but as you can still see a little bit of my brows, so
rabbit's blood came back fine. And now Dr. Thielen will go
do
ahead with
this
surgery.
right now.
They're gonna have us all chocolate shades here, and then it's gonna be almost like a half moon incision.
Just a little bit.
So it's gonna cut here, it's gonna cut here.
Get out again because we're not
This
shaving.
is what's gonna have more skin than you need. Then all of a sudden you think you go to clothes and you don't have enough skin. Or if you had this too tight, you could make his penis be deviated and he would pee all over himself. He's white.
Just shut up.
Things in the right direction. It's really important that we remove both of his testicles because it would be a really big shame if we removed the one tumor and then he had a problem with his other testicles. So it just causes him to have another surgery. It's a big deal. So our plan is to take both of them out and just neuter him like we would a normal rabbit.
Okay. Now that I'm done attacking this mosquito bite, I continue to scratch it. We're gonna cover our face in baby powder. Oh.
Okay, Dr. T, we're moving into surgery. I have only done this surgery. This is probably my third one. That part makes me a little nervous. Okay, here we go.
Whatever step this is, it's become a ghost.
You have to be ready for anything. I got me with this test. That's the way to start the day. She's stuck it on either.
Always.
I wish all of our patients were vegan. That feels so much better.
For Dr. J and her staff, saving lives is all that it
It's what we use at the haunted house to set our body paints, and that was where I started, was haunted house. Which is why all my stuff is spooky. Yeah, that works too, but like, you can buy a huge bottle of baby powder for like not even $2, which is cost effective and perfect. And what's great about baby powder is that actually you can do what I do and make your own colored setting powders, which is actually a business I want to make. Because if you set wolf powders too early, the color changes. It'll get darker because it gets this weird cakey texture. So making colored setting powders, Ben Nye, I have a couple of Ben Nye paints that I think were old when I bought them and now they're just older. So what I do is I like scrape the Ben Nye paints into powder, mix it with baby powder, and then I have a lighter setting powder in a bigger quantity. So you can mix baby powder. I even did it yesterday. I made it with my regular like lady foundation, like setting powder, because it's just too dark for me. Yeah.
How can you tell an ordinary dog from a super chore dog?
So you can mix your own setting powders, but if you want to set any kind of paint, you always have to wait until it's dry. I'm doing it.
Refinance somewhere else. Get great guesstimates from companies who may sell your data. Refinance at Credible.com and compare actual rates from top lenders. Visit Credible.com before your next payment is due.
And then, so that way our contour is set in our foundation, much like Traxie Martel does. Because it's so smart. It's so smart. And people are like, how are you so blended? Put that shit in foundation. Use different colors of contour, like multiple shades of contour. That's how you get the darkest here. And then so, like, people are like fucking mind blown. But honestly, the secret to contouring is to put the darkest color here and just keep ticking at it until it just makes, it does that thing on its own. Like, you'll see. Because that's what I do. And I love when people compliment my cheeks and they say I'm blended. Like, thank you. I worked hard on it. What time is it? 6:46. Not bad. Alright. So, now, I'm going to take a handy dandy fluffy eyeshadow brush. I got this for like $2 at the beauty store. Thank you, everyone. Oh, I was going to do a dab first. We'll see. What color sounds like broken? Mom. What color, when I say broken, sounds like what color? Like, broken. gray easily. I was thinking gray, but gray easily turns into my whole face being just like a black contour, which I can do. But
You mean to simplify like a broken face?
no, I mean like when I just, like word association. When I say the word broken, what color comes to mind?
Oh,
Red, reds and grays and blacks. We can do that. Okay, work. This is makeup with Baha Blast. That's my dog, Bellatrix. Your nose is in the frame. You're so silly. Okay. So we'll get our handy dandy. This thing is so thick. There's 3 palettes in there. That's from Wish. Isn't she? She's a dummy. And then this I also $4.99 for like a NYX knockoff thing. It says that these are blushes and these are blushes, and that this is eyeshadow and these are eyebrows and these are like your highlights and stuff. But like, I use these on half my face, and then if I'm not using these, like I can't. Nickack New York is that brand. No one knows that brand. I gotta tag that brand. Is it Nyack? No. Nickak. Nickack. Like, these are from Wish. There's one more in the box. I've had these since 2016 now. They last a while. They're pretty pigmented. I use them all the time. Nice support. Ooh, where's my good Sephora red? When your adoptive grandma gives you a Sephora red, and it's the only Sephora thing you own. So, ooh, I have to clean my contour brush because I'm smart. Oh, so she's a Sephora Geisha Kiss number 80. Cheap makeup wonders. I just never went. Yeah, I mean, to sell it in general in any country, they have to pass a certain level of whatever. So I'm not really worried about it. I just worried that at one point I made a joke about those palettes. I was like, did they just sell me lead paints because they work better when they're water activated? And I was like, these are paints. This eyeshadow was just paint. They sold me little paints and just lied to me. Like, I don't know. Should. People are like, I can never see your brow. It's like, yeah, because it's in my crease.
This morning, Vet Tech's Tara and Diane are in early to feed Sassy. So persistent. Sassy, the swan is not looking so great. Dr. Keller's guarded with her diagnosis. She's just kind of concerned.
That's the trick. I see a lot of people do that since your contract. Always. And even when it's not dark, most times, like, if you do the layers correctly of just the different shades of even a lighter color, it'll hide it. The nose contour is mostly brown. Ooh, I love that. Look at that. Wow. We love a clown contour. Oh my god. So.
Fender biter. Seen it? Covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
That's my mom.
Hello?
Do you ever stack different colors of water-based makeup or just leave this button the same? They tend to come off when you try to mix them, if that makes sense. I mean, I'll mix them like outside here. I always mix different ones. Like especially because this one, I don't know why Wolf sold it this way. But they have a color wheel like this, and you can see how dug out it is. And so, and like my purple especially, I couldn't access my purple. So I do things like this where I'll carve it out, and I'll try to make a lot of it of the color I want that I don't have. Which is also why I have an empty one of these, because they're basically little mixing palettes. So yes, I mix them to make a new color, but I don't mix them like layering them on my face, if that makes sense. Because when you layer them on the face, because they're water activated, putting like the wet paint activates the paint that's already on your face, and it like and takes it off, and then it gets this weird spotty coverage bowl stuff. Like, ugh, yeah. So if you want a different color that you can't buy, mix it separate and then put it on your face, or try to make it as different as you can with a lot of shadows, which is very possible. Yes, 100%. Like this one, like that's why I'm letting like this shape will be the same until I go back and like define the lines later. And my not to be that bitch, but my Silence of the Lambs video, when I have my moth right here, I have the different colors of like red and yellow and orange that I quite literally like put some here, put some here, put some here, and then the empty space next to it. Like, you can kind of blend them, and if you're lucky when they're both wet, like if you put them on at the same time and then like kind of, because I've done that. I did that for my my rainbow lantern was done with different kinds of paints. That was horrible. But the one where I have like the veil of rainbow, that one I did where I was like, okay, I put it down where it was wet, and I put it down where it was wet, and then I kind of like tapped them together, and then I went over it with eyeshadow and blended it together. So there's that.
If your drive home is rough on pizza, submit it at hatingforpizza.com and we might fix it.
And then I always make this tall as shit, because clowns normally have that like, they normally have like triangle brows or like weird blocky brows, or you see clown blue like raised brows. So Bella, will you move? What are you doing? She's just such a horse. Get up there, come on. Up on the top. Get up there. Thank you.
Dr. K's Exotic Animal ER. New episode tonight at 9 on Nat Geo Wild.
I put Sassy back in the cage after 2 feeding him, and he's really not looking good. The heart rate is dropping. He's not able to lift his head. He's really just not doing well.
Sassy is unresponsive. The staff must work fast.
What happened to our citizen line?
It's like Dr. Bezjan injects Sassy with heart medicine to control his heart rate.
And just remember that if it goes off the beaten path you want in here, it doesn't matter, because we're going to cover it up with white paint anyway. Which is my entire motto for most of my makeup. Fun fact. Oh, this one's like framing my brow. I did the color wrong. I don't like that. I want to be a clown, but not like that. So when this happens, you're just going to pack the color you originally want back onto the space. And if it still fucks up, like this one seems like it's going to. Fun fact, with my look that I did on my birthday where it says party on my eye, I originally wrote party where I could read it in the mirror, so it was correct in the mirror, but it was backwards to everyone else. So I had to do this, like I'm doing right now, where I cover it, and I had to go back and rewrite party the readable way. because I'm a dumbass. And what's cool about blending is that you won't really see this. This is what I mean. Like, my looks take for fucking ever because I've never done them before, and I just fuck shit up all the time. People are like, how'd you get that effect? By messing up.
It's hard. We did lose Sassy after a long time.
Thank you.
It's always hard to lose.
Claim your mistakes and pass them off as things you did on purpose. Signed, Baha Black.
I know we medicated him. I know we did everything we could, but it's still, it's just an awful thing.
So, yeah. Okay. And then this would have the red. So what's weird about this is I now have to match up like half the makeup that's there with the little bits and pieces that are going to be on this side of my skin. So that's going to be cool. I switch between wolf white. And fun fact, I was like, I think I'm like out of white, and I am, but my white is lasting me way longer than my black. But the Snazaroo white and the wolf white actually make like a good combo together. The Snazaroo white covers really well for like a thing I bought at Joann's that's supposed to be for like
I'm thrilled that Jay laid off her eggs on her own. You don't have to take her to surgery.
which is totally fine. But okay, so this is like, so fun fact, whatever lower lash line I decide to do on this side, I'm now going to have to make in just this part of my face, which is going to be funny for me actually. I normally try to like do my makeup so I don't have to fuck with this kind of eye at all for this visualization, but whatever for you, I guess. Fuck my God, right? My brain is trying to attempt things I'm not sure I can handle. I need to extend my other leg.
But she's like a new thing today.
Okay. Oh, where's my grades?
Yeah, she did great. I'm ecstatic. I really feel like I know I can tell you she's on the lines of happy. Okay, good. Oh, she scared me. If you need anything, do not hesitate to call. Okay? Any changes in, like diet for chicken just some socks.
So if you don't have a darker red, I always do like a lot of the color I want.
It's been a long week, a lot of
And then I tend to, if I want a good layer, I'll do
recovered and disabled to go home.
like the mid or the truest color all the way up my nose and into here, and then below it all the way above like a lighter one and a lighter one. So I just super easy.
Here in Colorado, we have a big commercial job that we have to do up in the mountains.
So you have this new line, cross-country skiing with your dog plus skiing.
This is going to be tough because I don't really shoot action.
Right? I'm just rambling, sorry.
Just barely. Some of the most exceptional dogs on the planet are pit bulls. Chance just makes people feel better. Look at him, you're a real hero. He's head down. Yeah, that's okay. Look at him. Easy.
Hey, little boy, did you stick your finger in there?
Dexter has been at the shelter for 2 years, and he really needs a home. So we're gonna find him one. We can be friends.
It's an unfair, exactly.
His demeanor is so unbelievable.
Huge difference.
I love that.
I have magical things for you.
So I did the thing again where I have like the gray and it goes into the truer red, which is really cool. Or red again. I really like clean. Clean? Yep. I really clean between these. I guess I should.
Look at the mountain.
I believe that's my team.
We are here in Colorado. We have a big commercial job that we have to do up in the mountains. While we're here, we also really want to help out an amazing local shelter. Take some photos of one of their dogs who's really been struggling to get adopted. I found out that there are actually 10,000 active puppies right now in the United States.
I can't even imagine why. It's a bit heavy for a lot of
Oh, great.
So we're headed to an organization that rescues dogs from puppy mills. And I'm so excited to get in there and meet these incredible dogs.
This is the Baha kennel, where we house the majority of our dogs.
Hi, my friend. A lot of purebred dogs for sale in pet shops were bred in these puppy mills. And they're really inhumane places.
Yep.
Gosh.
Puppy mill, their job is to live in a cage and produce puppies until she dies. And that is their whole life, and they do not come into that space. It's a cruel betrayal of our relationship with dogs. Teresa and her team rescue these dogs from puppy mills, and because they've never been socialized,
I always go back
they have a lot of behavioral
to lighten
issues
up the
that
top
they
more to make it blended out with a white.
So that's where we come in.
And like the brush that you just had,
That can stand for and
there's stuff
represent
on
all of these
because
dogs that are looking for
that has
homes.
the color on it, so it's still mixing with the color.
In this day and age, everybody's looking for their new dog online. And so a strong photograph actually has the potential to save an animal's life.
So right here, that's dark.
Oh,
Think about a 2-month-old dog.
hi, sweetie. Today we're going to find a dog that really needs our help. Hopefully we can find him a home, but also bring attention to all of these gorgeous dogs.
Oh, well, that just ruined my life. Mom, can I have a rag, please?
He's very, very guarded. Just is not socialized. And you see in this video.
Thanks.
He's like, oh.
Yeah, I just wanted to show y'all up close, and I spilled my water from my water activated tank. Life's fun. I'm fun. It's fun.
So they're super abundant.
Anyway,
Oh, you want to go and visit?
Yeah, I'd love to if they're okay with that. Will those smell will be tiny?
that's what I get for having a huge ass torch. That's over my
That's
shit.
the way it is. So dogs with this kind of fear level
No one heard that.
work with every single day by our rehab team. And, he's got some more work to go, obviously. He's still not where he should be for a young boxer. But he's better than he was when he got here. Since we started in
And this is why people are like, wow, you record makeup looks? Oh, that must be hours of filming. Like, yeah, because dumb shit like this happens. But now I don't give a fuck, because YouTube lets me stream, and that's important. And I have enough water in the cup to activate my black light right here. If not, I'll get more. Ooh, I love when I get pinched. What? Said no.
He's not quite ready yet. That's all right, sweetheart. Good boy.
Streaming ends.
This poor girl, oh my gosh, I don't be girl.
Hi, sweetheart.
She is like she was actually on the street and knowing that they were going to transfer dogs to us. Skin and bones. I said, no, we'll take her. This is her body.
Oh my.
2 weeks ago.
Yes. In fact, I used it for a lot of the looks that I've made because I make my own prosthetics a lot of the time, and most of them are just built with tissues and liquid latex. And they're so. I love liquid latex. I buy more. In fact, I think I have a little bit in here. If not, it dried up and I threw it out. Because I had a big bottle of Mayron liquid latex, and it. Nope. Oh no, I definitely have to put more red up here. Don't do that. Why am I like that?
So this is
Pillow to make up stronger. Oh, you could not.
He will bite if you stick your finger in there.
You'd have to do a mask instead.
People are so tempted because he's so big. I will tell you, 100% of people that he doesn't know that stuck their hand in there.
Or you could do what I did, kind of with that, where the look would have to be like under paper, basically. So when I did the thing on my arm, I painted the wires and stuff on my arm, and then when I did it, I basically applied it with a fake blood, and I like outlined the wires and stuff. I painted in fake blood, and then I put the tissue paper over it, and then painted the tissue paper my skin color, and then like it has no appeal, it has no appeal, it has no appeal, it has no appeal, and I like peeled my skin. So you have to do something like that. Like you have to put latex on the outer parts, and then like put the paper over it, so you could like paint on the paper, or use a mask. That would be way easier. So just use a mask. Get one of those like human masks that they sell at like Halloween. Bill Clinton, whatever the fuck, the presidents at the time.
Somebody willing to invest the time and patience. He's going to be a fantastic companion. Here are you.
2 years. 2 years in the same kennel, you know, in the same cage, in the same day in and day out routine. He's been waiting too long. He's been so patient. I think it's time to get Poindexter adopted.
All right, let's do it.
It's funny about how he was photographed. I'm thinking about the way the light will hit him and sort of the way he'll look in that atmosphere with big sky, sort of like he's a movie poster, you know? I think it's really great for it.
He needs this so bad.
We have to head out to go up to shoot in the mountains, but I think we should come back and just really spend some time with it and hopefully get him really comfortable so we can really see his soul sort of shine through in the photo.
And he will do that. He will do that. It will be beneficial for sure.
Every dog has a story of their own. Every dog needs that story told. And so that's where we come in. And I'm so excited to take on the challenge of really capturing his legacy.
Basically, I have to do this over here before I put it in, but that's fine.
Love him so much. What he said. I love it.
This is so fun.
Yeah. Okay. They don't look too far off. This one looks insane over here on this brow, but it's fine. I guess I should have done another layer of glue and powder. Oh well. It's just really shiny. That's funny. Oh well. It'll be fixed anyway. I think I can fix it. I think I can.
They sell outdoor gear for dogs.
Thank you. There we go.
What's it called? Have you heard of ski touring?
No, I thought it was basically dogs selling. There's a cross-country skier behind it. And he starts usually like trained to do that. Basically, any dog, I mean, dogs have their natural instinct for allowing dogs just to go forward. Apparently, there are dogs that just absolutely love it. Now, our dog would not be one of them, but that's okay.
Well, our dog is essentially just an ottoman. He's shaped like an ottoman and he moves around like once
My
or
dog
twice
is
a day.
essentially an ottoman. That's me. That's a mood. Alright, cool. So, now we go back in. We're going to go back to do the thing.
Now that I see ski touring, I realize that it's an action sport. And I don't normally really shoot action sports. Shooting action is very challenging. I have to make sure that everything remains in focus while everything's going at 1,000,000 miles an hour. He looks like he could be more pumped about this whole idea. So, Peter, what do you think? Are these dogs, is this right for your product?
Yeah, I mean, they're athletic, they're fast moving, they execute.
The dogs think they are key to successful shoot. I think the first thing we'll probably need to do is find ourselves some perfect dog models.
Why Monster? Because when you want to create an entirely unique, the difference between extras and monster is all the difference in one. Introducing the all Lexus ES, a product of Monster. Experience amazing with Lexus dealer.
Our new hot, fresh breakfast will get you the readiest. Holiday Inn Express, be the readiest. When it comes to making bones stronger, are you headed in the right direction?
We are. We're at postmenopausal osteoporosis and a high risk for fracture. So with our doctors, we chose Prolia to help make our bones stronger.
Only Prolia helps strengthen bones by stopping cells that damage them with one shot every 6 months. Do not take Prolia if you have low blood calcium, are pregnant, are allergic to it, or take Xgeva. Serious allergic reactions like low blood pressure, trouble breathing, throat tightness, face, lip, or tongue swelling, rash, itching, or hives that happen. Tell your doctor about dental problems, as severe jawbone problems may happen, or new or unusual pain in your hip, groin, or thigh, as unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred. Speak to your doctor before stopping Prolia, as spine and other bone fractures have occurred. Prolia can cause serious side effects like low blood calcium, serious infections which could need hospitalization, skin problems, and severe bone, joint, or muscle pain.
Stronger bones? Sure. Ask your doctor about Prolia. When you're treating exotic animals, you have to be ready for anything. Hang out with this test. That's where you start the day. All of our patients were vegan. That does help us better.
For Dr. J and her staff, saving lives is all in a day's work. Dr. J's Exotic Animal Yarn. New episode tonight at 9 on HBO Wild.
I came out to Colorado to shoot ski jewelry. I got set up in a little bit over my head. Is this ski jewelry? This is ski jewelry. Because really, it's turning out to be an action shoot. I think the first thing we'll probably need to do is find ourselves some perfect dog models. Before we got here, I posted an open call on social media. And now there's like 25 dogs here who audition. Look at them. Oh my god, there's so many.
Oh, you're right.
And because I'm a little bit outside of my comfort zone already with this jewelry action shoot, we really need to choose, right? Oh my gosh, they're all so beautiful. I think we're just gonna kind of start to check these guys out and see who can do what. Hi! Hi, sweetheart! I love to use real dogs. I want to celebrate the fun. Oh, kisses! Oh yeah, that's good. How about a butt scratch? It's not too refined, it's just real.
You got a little peanut head. It's like a little peanut. Look boy today.
Okay, she's cool with it, right? Look at that. I'm looking for dogs with big personalities that are gonna translate on camera and have fun. Yeah. She's really super chill too. And really kind of sell the product and how happy these moments are being outside adventuring with their owners. Hi. Nubby. Yeah. See the eraser? It's our Chow, Samoa, and Keyshawn. Oh my god. I really love her look. And with that darker face and light. Hi!
Yeah, it feels right. Okay.
You're gonna have a whole snowball under there. These guys clearly aren't bothered by the snow at all, so he's on the A list. What do you think? Should we pick him? Yeah.
So,
That is
we
a
gotta finish our content.
She's beautiful, right? Okay, I really love her to want to
Let's get all the green out of our brush. I've used green so many times recently, like my brush is just eternally green.
Before you get any more dogs, have you cut any dogs yet? Or are they all on the A list?
I'm just waiting to cut one, but I haven't done it yet.
Alright, among other things, I'm here for my black heart. It's my ability to send dogs home.
6? Do you 6? Did you pop? Oh, nice work. Say.
Oh, very good.
That's super helpful. It's a good trait. Your eyes are gorgeous. They're very unique. How are ya? She loves that.
Hey, I'm gonna put her on the A list this time.
Hey! She's on Sam's A-list. That means something. I love the idea of like some agility, getting some, defying some stuff. So I think it's really great to see if they can jump over this little stuff logs here. What a good lead! She's a good agility dog.
You're always starting thin and working it bigger instead of starting yeah, more so with the fact that like I know what general shape I want, but I don't know if it's gonna match up with the contour on my eye that I've already drawn, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to match it up eye to eye. So I start it like smaller and thin, and then I like make it bigger, normally based on eye to eye. Because it has to be like my eye shape, and it fits with my eye. It's like, because there's my eye socket, like that's my eye socket, but just above that is like what I always want. It's basically, if you go back to the first post on my Instagram ever, it's me recreating art that Draggedy Ann drew for me, and like right after he moved. It was a big thing. And he drew this eye shape that was very big, and it's very similar to his, I will say, but, because it's obviously in his art style, but it's not his eye shape. And when I recreated it, I like brought this line up, and then I like cut it in the in-between space of like my regular lady brow and like this, so it's in the space between my regular like lady brow and here, so it's always just like above my eye socket in between my regular lady brow. Oh god, no, he's been doing drag for 2 years. Oh no, oh my god, we're just really good friends.
I really love the look of like a, I noticed like with the Kurgo logo on the side, it could pop right off her.
I like your size, I like your line. I love the way that looks when you listen to story. That you like energy and let's go.
You know, that's my life. So I always have to just like match a bigger. That's why, again, on the look you recreated, they weren't the like my original intention wasn't to have the wings be that big, and for my liner to be that big.
The best fit of all the knots, Skylar's magic. I love his look.
Oh.
Here's who I am.
No, really, like, he's been in drag longer than me. Granted, like, I showed him Drag Race to get him into drag, but he's definitely been, like, performing way longer than me. He's going on his 2-year mark, and I'm only 6 months in. And he's worked on his drag a lot. I'm really proud. I'm such a proud mom. I'm crying. I'm the biggest Raggedy Ann stan, swear to fucking God. I remember showing him, like, Drag Race at first. I remember showing him like Alaska's album, and I remember showing him the song Pussy, and he fucking fell in love because he had never felt like so much acceptance as a trans man from the drag community. And then he met like these friends online, and he went to California, and he worked with like he did the snow globe art for Alaska for her video. Like, he's done a lot. Fucking, I love Drag Race. I love him so much. I'm gonna cry. That's my best friend.
Be soft. When you're doing it alone, be strong. Life takes softness and strength, which is why we make Angel Soft the balance of both.
Okay, I really hope that I got like a lot of ingredients for
Diabetic nerve pain.
You can't stand it.
Grew up the youngest of 3
Your
kids.
phone is blowing the fuck up.
I became a second generation.
Y'all, I'm doing drag. I'm busy. What time is it? I should actually look at that. Oh, it's 7:19. I'm so good. Speaking of Drag Dan, he messaged me. He just sent me Henlo. That's my boy. God, why is everyone Snapchatting me? They really are, honestly. Oh my god. Alaska's a goddess. Been a stan since she was on season 5.
Don't drive or use machines until you know how Lyrica affects you. Those who had a drug or alcohol problem may be more likely to misuse Lyrica. Now I am less diabetic nerve pain, and I love helping the future generation step into our shoes. Ask your doctor about Lyrica.
So a tree falls in your brand new car and totals it. As if that wasn't bad enough, now your insurance won't replace the outright because of depreciation. If your insurance won't replace your car, what good is it? You'd be better off just taking your money and throwing it right into the harbor. Regret that. With new car replacement, if your brand new car gets totaled, Liberty Mutual will pay the entire value plus depreciation. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Did you know that 1/3 of Americans are affected
Guess
by
who still hasn't done the dab? This is what I always do. I'm like, I'm gonna do a dab after this, and I just keep doing my face instead.
or exploited? That's why you need NordVPN. Prevent hackers seeing your transaction details. Protect your family's online activity and keep your personal details safe by preventing your information from being tracked online. NordVPN. Protect your family with military-grade encryption on up to 6 devices from just $5 per month.
Military-grade encryption.
NordVPN.com/TV today.
This is Cody. And this is his Chewy box. This is Cody's mom. With Chewy.com, it's easy for her to get Cody's pet food and supplies. In just a few clicks, she can get Cody's favorite food. His endless supply of toys and treats. And the little things that make him happy, delivered right to her door. So unbox an easier way to shop for your pets. Get fast free shipping today at Chewy.com.
Exactly.
There are 13 topics for Brandon.
And listen, listen about merch. I'm waiting for Dumb Draggedy Ann to fucking make my art digital, and then I can make merch. But he's busy. So buy his for now. That's okay. I'm okay with that. It goes to his tea fund, basically. So, like, if you don't buy merch, just donate to his tea fund.
Let's rock.
And obviously, tea fund. I mean, like, you know, it's top surgery.
So in the meantime, we come back to the National Bulldog Rescue to get to know Poindexter a little better.
Boy, look who's here. Jay remembers him.
Boy, look who's here. Oh, he probably thinks he's gonna be adopted by this lady. Poor baby. I love dogs. They're so cute and sweet and innocent.
If you stick your finger in there,
I'm gonna get on the ground. I'm not too scary.
Does he live by a Starbucks?
Hopefully, help him get comfortable enough with us so we can do the photo shoot.
I actually don't know. Because he's in, you know, 8 miles away. But it wouldn't surprise me if he does. It really does. I think he applied for their staff thing for that because everyone, including me, linked him to it. So, you know, I think he applied, but it's a big company.
So what I'll do to force him to be gentle, point. So I'll put it in there and force him to reach with his tongue head so that he doesn't snap. Go ahead and try that.
There it is. Yeah. So since I plan to be using the big scary camera, I'm gonna see what he thinks about it. In dog body language, scary is considered a
Right?
So here I come with this big
Fucking-
camera and it has what appears to be a huge.
There's just more people. I wish insurance companies fucking actually covered it. Instead of treating it as this cosmetic bullshit. Because sadly it's the same thing, if I'm not mistaken. Like,
I'm getting brain. Oh, that's a great boy.
would women get like breast cancer? Or even men, but like obviously women get the breast taken away. Some of the option to like get replacements. But it's still cosmetic. And it's like, it's not okay.
When we first start to lose strain,
They got their stuff taken away by some bullshit. They can't even give them back. Mm. Okay.
to go where we want to go.
He's doing so good.
He's almost prancing for you.
What do you think? Can we be friends?
He's responding to you well. He's doing really well.
A huge difference when we first met him. And the ultimate test is going to be will you and me walking.
If I'm wrong,
The interaction with
correct me.
Poindexter so far has been him barking at me through the cage. So I'm hoping to take our relationship to the next level.
You want to come with me? Do you want to go for a walk? Right next to me. What do you think about this? Because I never know. I should learn a whole new person.
I'm not above bribery.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, that's just amazing. Going from in the kennel when he was born, it looked like he wanted to bite him. So now he's prancing for him.
It feels like we're ready for a shoot.
Yeah, I think between the time we spent with him today and our secret weapon check, we're going to be good to go.
That was really awesome.
Honestly, Sasha, let's go. Sasha freaking Velour. Do you do? Do we have a bigger tray?
Interested in making kind of chicken and noodles.
Heck yeah, I love chicken and noodles. Ow.
Yeah, that was quite the way to
It's
wake
ready whenever you are. Use a slide of spoon, otherwise it would be chicken or soup.
up. Nice and slow.
You know?
Nice and slow.
We have to get ski joring, some really nice, super straightforward portraits with all the gear on. We chose Louie and Skyler because they just look so happy while ski joring. Hey, Remy, and then Remy, I just couldn't resist that crazy, playful energy. I knew that she was going to be the bouncy dog, but really trying to capture a sense of play and whimsy, silliness, and adventure. All right, we're going to try to use this Kurt toys. Look at this toy. What's this? Catch. Yeah. Catch. Remy's an actual real-life togo stick. Just making her choice. Okay, she got it. She's like battery operated.
I can have.
It's the whimsy of dog, and that's what's so beautiful about it.
Corona gets its fine. Every time you want to give you a command.
When I do my clothes, because I'm
Slow
foolish.
down. Every time you don't want a nice hand. Every time all you want. Every time you can't think of a single thing you need. A Corona gets its fine.
What would make movie night pop? Sarah wondered. Nestle Toll House morsels. Yeah, 100% real chocolate Nestle Toll House morsels drizzled over popcorn and get her 2 sweet thumbs up. Nestle Toll House, make your heart into it.
Introducing the all-new
Alright.
Volkswagen Jetta. After that, available pizza.
Now, this looks. Bella, up! Go! You're in the way. Let's go, up! Alley-oop, man! The weirdest dog doesn't respond to up or jump. No, she responds to freaking alley-oop. Stubborn ass dog. Don't look at me like you don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, not this car, I can I have 2 pumpkins and they're both
Ooh,
I don't know how
pumpkins.
they're gonna last another 6 weeks.
They're gonna do it. I already saw pumpkins at a pumpkin festival yesterday. Literally in Ohio. I was so mad.
The same way that their fields are starting to, leaves are starting to die, you can start to see pumpkin because they're bright orange again. So I guess that's how everybody else does it, so that's what I'm doing. There's nothing I can do to change it. So
Yeah.
it usually takes a long time. That's why I plant them after I plant everything else, but still. I have seen 3 or 4 little green ones, so I'm pretty sure we got.
Love
I guess
pumpkins.
maybe 5.
Pumpkins!
5 we don't have to buy.
That makes me so excited. I love pumpkins. Work. So, Andy, I really do. Oh my god. I know a lot of people don't, but like, I love my layers and I love my contour. I spend a lot of time. Ow! Because I'm 80 in my bones! Oh my god. What up? So, now we gonna go clean this contour up. Like, what up?
You gave me, right?
Oh, come on, that's funny.
One night of Halloween begins October 1st, everywhere you watch Freeform. Single parent. Catastrophic juice boxes came on. Take it easy.
We're single parents. We just try and survive until a time of the day when it's appropriate to open one.
You might say, take some dogs. It takes a village. It takes a down.
Who are these people?
They're my village.
Really?
Single parents, a new comedy Wednesday, September 26th on
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure your father's spoke to you if you behave here before this is all business of yours, right? Your business is my business, your eyes. We're not fixing it to stack your feet. Just because it's what's done doesn't mean it's what's
Oh, I
shown.
like this thing on the left, this recently.
Master fingers. Master
Oh, the last row.
Facebook matters. Right. If you witness the word I said, cheese, the majesty, but you can't work backwards.
Splendid campers, Master Face.
So these portraits were really the set of rules to induce the highlighting of every audience as the boss. Which is the tradition, which is beloved, which you choose a bride. If I must marry, can I not like, say, a good honest country girl? How do you give wisdom with this good honest country girl for my house? And we should make the kingdom stronger. Got a small kingdom amongst great states, Atlas. And it's a dangerous run. Listen, what? I want you to see the safe. Oh, that's right. By the way, listen. Let the invitations go to everyone, not just the ability. The Washington style when I thought. What can you say? But that is the
It's beyond my bench, Your Majesty, but I wouldn't mind a bit of the jolly.
I think we might have made a mark. Balls to the people. And a princess written. Sounds like a step in the right direction, if you ask. We didn't ask. I'm so sorry. Don't rush down to me, says so.
People are like, how'd you get it so clean? That's how.
Right down.
You build it into the foundation, build it with different colors, and you go back and you cut it. And it's watching. Ooh.
Nostrils.
You don't look well, Mace. Not at all. Why do you stay there in your trees? Because I made my mother and father promise to cherish the place. They loved our house and the
Yep.
people I love it all that.
But that's why I need at least 3 hours for a month. Always. At least. That's why I'm like constantly checking my time. Because I started way late today. I normally start around 4. After 4:20.
Now shall we have back to the palace a royal ball. Stand, set, ball, in accordance with ancient custom. The prince shall choose a bride. On the ball, at the behest of the prince, it is verified.
I'm sorry, you good. I'm normally talking to someone anyway. If I have like a friend over or something. Here.
The apprentice. The stepsisters were mildly intrigued by the notion of meeting the prince. This is the most latest news. Calm yourselves.
If you're really picky like me, I'm gonna go in with some white shadow and cut it after you clean it again. Because I want people to be like, damn, she blended. And this side always looks better than this side because it's my right side of my face. And it's super dominant. Sadly.
Only she believes the other guests is Baha. Oh no, I only want to see my friend. Let me be very clear. One gown for Anastasia, one for Gisela, and one for me. How is he? She doesn't know what that means. Mais bien sûr que je connais la mode parisienne. Et je vais m'en occuper. But that's settlement. Now go! Every girl in the kingdom will be chasing the prince. He must get their hurt. The seamstress is drowning in water. Tell me what's up.
Oh, yeah. It looks way better. I love that. Oh. Look at me. I'm literally like Detox. That video of Detox where she's just like, oh, at herself. Like, that's me. Every time I do one thing, I'm like, yep. Wow.
Perhaps your mystery girl may come to the ball. By his way, Lord was about to captain. Then you will tell him you are a prince, and the prince may take whichever bride wishes. Come,
That's my weird. Oh, yeah.
You know that farm in the Baltic where you have the married princess?
And
This girl from the forest is as charming as you say. They may change the lyrics.
The day of the ball arrived, and the entire elite held its breath in anticipation. You want me to be a boy? Me? Tiger. 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 That's it. A vision system. Likewise. We must compete for the prince's hand. Or let it not mean we harm a dark force against each other. Of course not, dear sister. I wouldn't dream of poisoning you before we leave the ball. Oh, nor I, pushing you from a living character the way or I, of dashing your brains out on the palace steps as we arrive. We are sisters after all, and glad that there's so much fitter than water. We shall let the prince decide. What would he be like, however?
she wonders. Okay, so now I can go back and clean up this line of black out here and draw my lashes. And maybe do it. Oh.
All men are fools, that's what Mama says. Soon as you learn that, the better the price. It could be every bit as happy with you as they were saying. The first day my mother had a false first name. It seemed to Ella that there was no reason why it should be. Besides, she didn't have any.
This is where we decide what lashes we're going to do.
You mess with the great powerful Max. Now we'll suffer the consequences.
I can use this right down to this.
Hook them long enough.
Right?
Oh, come on, that's fine.
The same one that I was using for the one in the wolf palette, like I was talking about. Like that's what I'm saying. If I can get it really pointy, but if it frays, then I'm fucked. So I do what the ladies in that where you roll it. The frayed one. I honestly use this brush for everything. If it's not this one, I was using this for a lot of. I tend to switch to this one when I do like my triangle lashes, but it's just a very thin angle brush. 5 Below.
New secret Freshies deodorant. Goes where you go.
Remember what we said? Weird brush. So interesting.
You're in. Toyota, let's go.
I just left the house.
David Buster's Halo Fire Team Weight was one experiencing Halo like never before.
Seriously?
Play 5 games free and free the all-new Halo Fire Team regular arcade game only at David Buster's.
So I had to match up this bit of lashes with these, and it was a little difficult.
Take 3 pounds. Just $5. Try one today.
It's time for some straight talk.
She's cute.
It's true, the big wireless companies have great training.
Mm-hmm.
That's because of all these cell
Thanks, Bella. Thanks for that.
towers.
Great.
But guess what? Straight talk
I think today I'm gonna use the wolf white.
30% less. Get the ultimate unlimited plan for just $55 a month. No contact.
You can see what's a clean brush.
Now get $100 off the latest Samsung Galaxy smartphones. Straight talk wireless.
Oh, Bella, did you just crop dust me? Bellatrix Atari Lestrange, I hate you right now. Thanks, son.
The bus arrives at 3:15. Here she is at last. They walk and talk, and Sister says her day was unsurpassed. Mom smiles at her little girl who's growing up so fast. Goldfish crackers, the snack that smiles back.
Burn my personal art? What? No. Good break. Good break. I'm so sorry we can't make your barbecue. I'm just sick about it. What? Different kind of sick. I can't work after surgery. How am I gonna pay my rent? All these bills. Oh, Aflac. And they pay you cash just one day. See how Aflac helps cover everyday expenses at Aflac.com.
$2.99 for a car. That's what steal. It's a heist. With this it's a sky. So how about it's all part of the plan, my friend.
Get a quarter-pound double cheeseburger or a sling of fresh tacos for $2.99. Try it today.
There it is. The coffee break. It's been sitting there all week. And just like that, it's shining. Look at you. You're my big light. S. Johnson. Welcome to my sandwich tasting with Hormel Natural Choice Lunch Meat. Starting with so.
Don't rush me, Julia. I'm getting notes of turkey.
There's a sweetness, honey. Yes, and meatiness. Ham. Chuck, what do you think?
I like it.
Is it from Tuscany?
No, the lunch meat item.
Darren's family uses game flakes now, so their laundry is raising the number. Hey, Mito, Suto. More scent plus Oxy Boost and Febreze in every game flake. Gentlemen, I have just received word. The purchase is complete.
Instant purchase notifications from Capital One, so that you won't miss a purchase. Large, small, or very large. Technology that is helpful could make history.
What's in your world? Single parenting. I cut you off on the juice boxes, kid, but take it easy.
We're single parents. We just try and survive until a time of the day when it's appropriate to open wine.
You might say he takes some
Don't say it.
It takes the bills and it takes the down.
Who are these people?
They're my village.
Single parents of your colleague Wednesday, September 26th on ABC.
Oh, I'm strange.
What, dear?
It's on the stove whenever you're ready.
It makes me really want to like Joseph Smith. Just think I had I just making shine liabilities. Cinderella. It cost you nothing. It was my mother's old dress, you see. And I took it up myself. Ooh la! Cinderella at the ball. No one wants to serve for a bride. Oh my. I don't want to ruin anything. I just didn't want to meet Prince.
No, you won't. If
single person to take access to these rags. Rags. This was my mother's. I'm sorry to have to tell you. It's your mother's taste was questionable. This thing is so old-fashioned. It's practically falling to pieces. Oh, the shoulder's great. Oh, it's falling to pieces. It's ridiculous old-fashioned shit.
Work.
How can I otherwise? I could not have anyone associate my daughters with you. It was supposed to be seen arriving with a ragged Sarah Gerald. Because that is what you are. And that is what you will always be. Now mark my words. You shall not go to the ball.
Slap during a reading.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't. Not anymore. I'm not ready anymore.
Wow.
Excuse me. Ooh, can you help me with this little crusted bread? Written top of milk. Yes. Yes. I think I can find some for you.
Okay.
Why are you crying? It's nothing.
Little Latin boy in drag. Why are you crying?
Nothing. Nothing. What is a vulnerable? Nothing. But kindness is everything. Now, I don't mean to hurry you, but you really haven't got long enough. Do you know me? Who are you? Who am I should think you didn't work that one out.
Word.
I'm a hairy godfather. I mean, hairy godmother.
Harry Godfather.
I know. They don't exist. They're just made up children. Didn't your own mother believe in them? Don't say no, because I heard them. You heard them? Oh, fiddle faddle. Right.
Fiddle faddle,
First
fiddle
things
faddle.
first. Let me slip into something more comfortable.
Nice.
That's better. What was I? Oh, yes. Let's see. What we need is something so sensible. Oh, that trunk. Does it really say fruit? No, I'm liking fruit and veg. Cherry and watermelon. No, totally. I don't know what that is. Artichoke? Kumquat? Beef tomato?
Kumquat? I hate her. Ah! She makes me so happy.
This is the first. I don't usually wear this wash, it's too mushy. See, yes. That. And there you are. Thank you, darling. Hello, my strange orange vegetable friend. That's it for you.
My strange orange vegetable friend.
Oh, well, never mind. Let's do it again. Do what here? Turn the pumpkin into carriage. Right now, actually. Should I shut my eyes? Might be better.
I'm gonna laugh if this video gets flagged because I'm playing the Cinderella movie. That's gonna make me scream. Gus, Gus, how fine you look. Cute. I need that coachman. Coachman? I met Goose. I love Helen Bonham Carter.
I can't drive. I'm a goose.
My dress. I can't wear this dress. Can you rent it? No, I'll try to do something. Oh no, please don't. This was my mother's, and I'd like to wear it here to the palace. It's almost like taking her with me. I understand. But you would mind if I...
Yes, we love an illusion. It wasn't love. It wasn't love. It was a perfect illusion. Oh. It's the grand illusion.
It's beautiful. She's not... Buy one, take one.
Need more black
At
paint.
Olive Garden.
Really
Starting at
bad.
just $12.99. Enjoy one of your favorites with us.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
And take one home for free. Buy one, take one for a limited time. Only at Olive Garden. Find a world of inspiration. Find something you love today. Ever-changing selection, ever-amazing prices. Home goods. Go find it.
Your spirit is unbreakable. Your phone, not so much. Purchase protection
What?
can help you replace small things that get damaged along the way.
Ooh, I love pink colors.
Everything looks great. There's life without it.
Hey, now you can fly Southwest for just $69 one way. $69. If you think this sale fare is low, you should see what we charge you for 2-check bags, or overhead bags, or carry-on bags. Which means these $69 one-way sale fares stay $69. And when we don't charge big fees, this sale won't last forever. So get your fall travel now at Southwest.com.
fuck it up, so you just add a different crack. It's fine.
It's the little things that make life rich. Reds. This is Secret Clinical.
It's gonna be so fun to get off later. Ooh.
Secret Clinical. Not Secret Clinical. A single use of Secret Clinical is the same as 2 uses of the leading invisible solid. Twice the sweat protection. Secret Clinical.
Nice choices. You see now Verizon lets you mix and match your family limited plans like you mix and match your players, so you get what you want without paying for the Number 6. I know. Where do I put it? In my daily. One family. Different unlimited plans starting at $40 per month on the network you deserve.
Fruit flowers this day, starting at $25. At Simple Mobile, get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month. No mystery fees, no activation fees, and no contract ever. All on a lightning fast 4G LTE nationwide network. That's our best deal ever. Simple Mobile, out of the old, and with the simple.
You said you'd rather sniff dirty socks than clean your bathroom? That's nuts! With scrubbing bubbles, cleaning doesn't have to stink. It gets rid of tough soap scum. And it smells amazing. It's clean-free natural.
S. Johnson.
You're in the business of helping people. We're in the business of helping you. Business funding to help make a difference. Another way we have your back. The powerful back of American Express. Does business with that.
When you're good, every surprise counts. The simple ones, the heroic ones, the tiny ones. Cutie Joy, a special way to add surprise to your gift day. It's a 2-in-1 treat, absolute cookie sweet, crispy wafer bites, happy mystery joy. Simply pop, deep, scoop, and play. Kinder Joy, a little surprise goes a long way. See my crazy whiskers? It's Toast Chip.
Little Caesars has done it again by giving you one large pizza piled high with 5 delicious meat toppings. Hot and ready every day between 4 and 8 p.m. for only $9. You heard me right. Count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Meat toppings, including pepperoni, sausage, bacon, beef, and ham. Order yours on our convenient mobile app. Or simply walk into Little Caesars and pick up your large hot and ready 5-meat feast for just $9. Tonight, pizza.
What is it that you guys do here? Sort of thing usually foretells big casting. You have a lot associated with this movie stuff. It's all now those ranches. Ron's 49. It's Monday nights at 10. Sick.
Bye-bye Oil and Shine with Zest. The first disposable compact loaded with translucent setting powder. Unlike blotting papers, Zest absorbs 7 times its weight in oil. Zest goes wherever I go. Just black and powder. Bye-bye Oil and Shine with Zest.
People think I'm trying to be cute. But they're wrong.
Yeah. Cute.
Today I'm just one thing. I can be stable.
Word.
Single parenting.
Catch you off on choose myself.
We're single parents. We just try and survive until a time
Mom.
of day when it's appropriate to open the door.
You might say,
Oh, cool.
don't say it. It takes the bills and it takes it out. They're my village.
Always get the mom approval.
Single parents and their calling. Wednesday, September 26th on ABC. I was trained.
Well, look who our fairy godmother is.
You want a Baha card? Alright.
Oh, okay.
Bella, why do you like this? Freaking one of my favorite mascaras, also from Wish. It looks like a tiny cat and it coats really well.
They took 2 hours. Yeah. And he's like really comfortable. And then your name was there. Oh, I love that. What is it? My stepmother and the girls. Don't worry. I'll make sure they didn't recognize you. I'll be there. We shall catch the ball.
Stop pushing on.
The lashes and like that lower liner for when my eyes open really complete the look. So that's cool.
The last ticket was the last spell. The last trick at midnight. The spell will be broken. And all will return to what it was before. Midnight. Midnight. That's more than enough time. Won't you do that? Thank you. Thank you. Lucy? Yes!
Great. Work. What time is it? 8:04. Love that for me. Okay. I don't know what hair I'm gonna do. So I guess this means I'm drawing on a black eyebrow. Oh no. It's fine.
Princess Shalina of Zaragoza. Princess Irmane of Sham. Princess Haina of the The Lady Tremaine and her daughters. The very clever Miss Priscilla and the very beautiful Anastasia. The Lord Menardus. Who are you looking for?
No.
It's not good in the forest. That's why you're so generous with the implications.
Farmlands for the people.
I know what the people did. But I also know that why has been good. We should bring him in at once. In the forest.
Do y'all see my dog being cat dog right now?
A princess. It's not
I think the worst Bella.
Fine.
Oh, when you realize that doing a black brow is like useless on this side, and you definitely should have done with red.
What?
Oh,
What? Here, come over here. Ellie. Come on. Come on. Don't land on me. Come on. We're trying hard. Come on. Come on. Breathe. Come on. I know you're stuck. Get over here. Get over here and get it. Come on.
my phone is reading
Come
so
on.
slow.
You're trying not to hurt me. So get off of me anytime, you know.
How do we do this? How do I fix
Princess will find out into a kingdom. See if you can find you.
Try it in red. Let's try it in red. Ooh, made all white black. Love that for me. Love it. No more. Okay. Awesome.
Excuse me. Thousand apologies for my eyes. I don't know what happened.
I don't know if they're sisters or twins, but they're relatives. Sad. Okay.
Your Highness. If I may, that is. It would give me the greatest pleasure if you would do me the honor of letting me lead you through this. First. Yes, dance. That's it.
So they're not exactly the same consistency, but now they're both a deep red. So that's what's important, I guess. That's poor planning on my part, but that's fine. I'm gonna add some dark shadow to this one so it calms down, I guess. Well, I am gonna add lips and highlight and shadow around these little cracks, and this is basically done. Lips, lashes, shadow, and highlight, and that'll be seen in the main picture. It probably doesn't have to be in this because y'all can get the gist. So I'll be seeing you later on the internet. Bye.